Morning. It's Thursday, 2nd of April 2020, and it's day 9 of lockdown, and today is my first day off from work. So I've decided to, well, I didn't plan to have the day off. What we should have been doing, we should have been going to Emma's pap's funeral today, because he passed away suddenly a couple of weeks ago, but due to the circumstances and the limitation of people allowed into the crematorium for the funeral, we're not actually going. So we're going to light a candle for him and say a few prayers for him at home to remember his life. So, like I said, the circumstances just, it's difficult. It's weird. It's difficult and weird at the minute. But we've got to do what we can do. I've been out this morning, done my social distancing at the shops to get essentials for my mum, for us, and my elderly neighbour, Mavis, next door. So now what I'm going to do is get some things done at home that I've been putting off that I need to get done. So I've got to clean the gutters, because they're filthy. The window cleaner cleaned half of it last summer, but couldn't get to the other half because of the rose bushes and the gazebo. So I've got to get up the ladder and do that today. So I brought my ladder home, got my stand off, going to set that up, get that done. The girls are happy. They're just sitting, I think, on a device in the lounge. The dog's a knob as usual. Also, I've got a lawnmower off one of my friends. It runs alright, but the drive's not working, so that could be one of many things. Possibly the main three things is belt could be snapped or worn out, can't actually see. The chain drive on the roller could be seized up, or the gearbox itself, there could be a problem in that. So I'm going to do that a bit later on. So I'm going to get up the ladder, do the gutter. I'm also going to talk to you about this place, because this has probably changed quite a lot since you last saw it in Shed Build Part 8 last year. Very much changed. So I'm going to talk to you about what I've done here and why, and also going to show you, because I've now got an aviary, because we hatched out eventually, you don't know this again, but eventually we hatched out some ducks last year, we hatched out chicken, and we hatched out some quails. Kept the quails, so I built an aviary, so I've got birds and the quails that we hatched out last year in the aviary. I've also got some more quail eggs in there to hopefully get a male, because they're 3 females and they're probably getting bored now because they've just been supplying us with eggs every single day for months and months. So I'm going to hopefully hatch out a male, but the problem is it's down here in the shed, temperature changes so much at night that it's been up and down, bit too high, bit too low, so all we can do is just hope. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to crack on, get up the ladder, and then say a few prayers for Emma's pap, and just do some work. Didn't come up very clean at all. It's like really ingrained dirt, but I've scrubbed it enough. So I'm going to quickly bang out the girls some lunch, and Emma and myself, and then I'm going to move on to probably have a look at the lawnmower and see what I can do with that, see what's wrong with it. Well, I was going to fix a lawnmower in the shed, but the girls have commandeered the shed. They've had their lunch down here. They love it down here. We all do, don't you? Yeah. They love it. Yeah. So they want the telly on. So I'm going to put something on the telly for them. What do you want on?
Turn the medicine.
Whatever that is.
Playing
I'll put the TV on for them, and then I'm going to show you what happened to the shed from the last time you probably saw it till now, and the aviary.
Yeah, that one. That one.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago is 3 stops away.
That's
I'm
Dad.
going to be getting it anytime now.
They will lift me up.
So we'll go ahead and accept that we lost the challenge. But if we win all 3 of them, or even 2 out of the 10, first we got to get these houses ready for Madison. So just got to go ahead and put this on here.
Single day, our children are being more and more Americanised by the gumph they watch on YouTube. I'm sick to death of River May going, "Hi guys!" Anyway, right, yeah, so if you remember back to last year, to the end of Shed Build Part 8, it looked rather different to that. It had like the overlay video here. So there was a porch on the end, which was because Emma had a big 4-metre long canoe, which we were going to go on the water with, but she didn't actually want it in the end. She just wanted a blow-up one. So the idea of the porch was to get the boat in and out the gate and into the shed. So because no boat now, I decided to block it all in at this end. My friend who gave me the window also had the doors that matched it as well. So I had the doors off him. I made that little window out of a picture frame, and yeah, now it's like there's a lot more room now. Emma bought me the weather vane for Christmas. Love it. I want to put something on the end of the shed. You can see. So what I've done is, obviously the doors were in the middle, and now the doors are on that end, so I can still get access out the gate. But yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Don't get much time down there though, because the kids have just literally commandeered it. They're down there. Some of them have been doing their homework down there. They're homeschooling out the way, because it's nice and quiet. But every time I want to go down there and do something, I end up having to pick up all the pens and pencils and paper that the girls have took out. Sweet wrappers, crisp wrappers, drinks. And all I think is theirs. It's mine. So anyway, right, yeah. And then obviously, if you remember back to when we were incubating eggs, we had all our eggs didn't hatch. Nothing happened at all. Blame the incubators and the manual ones especially, because the problem was the temperatures were moving up and down all the time, and it was really hard to keep a consistent temperature. So I got an incubator off my friend, and we did successfully manage to hatch quite a few. We had a chicken, 4 quails that we hatched out, and 3 ducklings, which all went to a farm, apart from the quail. Kept the quails in here, so we get loads of fresh eggs. So obviously me, because I've always had birds, my dad had an aviary, he had 3 or 4 aviaries as we were growing up, so I thought if I'm going to build an aviary for the quails, I might as well get some birds as well. So got some budgies, got some finches, which have been breeding. We've had loads of babies. I'll show you. I'm going to go in and have a look. Alright, shut the door. Right, so basically you've got so I've just got zebra finches and budgies in here. I originally had 4 budgies. I've been up to as many as 10, I think. Yeah, Mum's gobbing off at me because I'll show you why. In this box up here, she's got 5 babies in there. 5 in here. Again, it's very difficult to see. Not really, just about make them out, but there's 2 baby zebra finches in there, at least 2. In this one here, again, very difficult to see, but there's 2 baby zebra finches in there, and this mum, there she is. Morning, Mum. Look in your box. And she's got eggs in there. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to be selling a load more back to other people, shops or whatever, and obviously get quail eggs, because they're 3 females, so they literally just lay all day long. Yeah, he's nice, because as I said, we get fresh quail eggs. There's any in there. There's 1 in there at the back as well, so that's two eggs so far today. There'll probably be around about 4 to 6 a day. I believe they lay, I think it's between 3 and 5 eggs a day. So yeah, get plenty. You have to give loads away because you just can't keep them all. And obviously the food station for them all. And then I've got an indoor bit, but they never go in there. And I've got like all wired up to my smart switches so the heating will come on in the evening, and obviously a lamppost that's in there as well, which was already the lamppost. I set that lamppost in there years ago anyway, because there used to be all bushes along here. So when I decided this is where the aviary's going to go, I decided to keep the lamppost in there, because at night time it's really, really nice. It gives it such a nice warm white glow. Same as with the shed, I've got lights on the outside, 3 lights along the outside of the shed. The clock lights up as well, and then the little porch light in the middle, which cost me £20 from a car boot sale, but it's just gorgeous. Look,
Daddy, Viva wants some more.
love it.
See?
Want some juice?
Yeah, Viva does.
So yeah, I'll drop in a video of what it looks like at night time over the top of me talking rubbish. So I've got to get the girls a drink, and they're still in the shed, and they're still making a mess, and I still can't do the lawnmower, so I'm gonna have to wait longer. Happy days. Come to a compromise with the girls. I'm going to fix a lawnmower on the patio. They win, not me. I'm worn out now. That was an effort. I should just take control. It's my shed. I shouldn't let them win. So as far as I'm aware, the lawnmower fires up just fine. I think the blade spins. It's just that when you go to engage the roller, it locks, I believe. So I'm going to give it a test and see what it does. So yeah, if I engage the gearbox, yeah, the roller just locks up. So fire it up. Yeah, so no drive whatsoever. I know it smells. So yeah, blade spinning. So I think it's one of 3 things. Either the belt snapped or come off, which I'll be able to find out actually 2 seconds. So if I quickly flip it over, we can see. Okay, so the belt looks rather worn, but it is attached, so that rules out the belt snapped. It doesn't seem to be locked up on anything, so that's ruled that one out. So next check is to take off this cover here, just go and get a 10mm socket, and that'll show me the change to the drive shaft to the roller, see if there's any problem with that. Balls. Well, it ain't that either. I'm hoping this next check is the one, and that's the belt under here. Just got to take out 3 little star-shaped screws and have a look. So if I take this cover off and fire it up and see what the belt's doing, fingers crossed it's just this bit underneath here where the belt is, because the only other thing it could be is the gearbox under there. It's not a massive gearbox, I think it's a sealed unit though, so you'd have to replace the whole gearbox. I don't think you can actually go in it and do anything with it. So take this cover off, fingers crossed it's there. Right, I took the cover off, and to me the belt looks worn, so if I pop my hand underneath and move the blade, you can see the belt isn't really doing nothing at all. Just double check that it is connected underneath. Yeah, see there, Yeah, the belt's just slipping. What we'll do is fire it up and that should tell us. That was easy enough. Simple diagnosis, it's the belt. It's just worn out and it's not actually moving at all when the blade's going around, when the engine's fired up. So obviously then it's not engaging on the gearbox. So when you put the drive on, there's nothing. So I'm going to order one. I think it's about 20 quid and just wait for it to arrive. So I'm just going to put it back in the shed, text my mate, tell him I'll just leave it in the shed till the belt arrives. You can push it, but these mowers are so heavy, as you saw when I was trying to get up the steps. So you don't really want to be pushing it around when it's supposed to be a self-propelled driven mower. So yeah, go stick it in the shed, give him a text, order the part. Now what? Tour the shed. So if you remember in, I think it was Shed Build Part 7, we sourced the kitchen for £25 for a lot of units. I can't remember how many it was. There's loads, and it's in really good condition. They're all like got soft closers on them, on the drawers and the doors and everything. It was better at the time than the kitchen that we had in the house, which we've since done, so it's not a problem. So yeah, obviously this is, well, covered in camera equipment and stuff at the minute, but this is where obviously I do all my work on my workbench under lights to make it easy for myself. I've then got my lower bench which I can sit at, got laptop, I can do soldering, repair phones, things like that. Got my TV. That's all Emma's arts and crafts stuff, and there's a lot of it. Then obviously there's my thinking couch, recliner. And then, like I said, we've got the freezer in the corner, all the tools are in the cupboards underneath and underneath there. And then at this end, like I said, it was originally a porch, but closed it all in, moved the doors from here over to there. So this is all open, built a step, fishing stuff up there, camping stuff, barbecue. And then even underneath, you can see down here, I can open up and go under the shed where I've storing loads of timber, because it stays nice and dry and out of the way. And same as under the other end outside, I can put timber underneath there as well. So I was going to put my ladders and stuff up in the roof. I've still got to sort the wiring out properly. I might even have to put some insulation, and then I'm going to board it all out on here as well, because I did have a problem in the winter. You can see up here, it didn't actually get any worse, but I had to treat it for mould. Not a lot, just a little bit in that confined space, because obviously that's the north facing side of the shed, meaning that it doesn't see a lot of sunlight in the winter. So just that section up there and a tiny little bit of that end did get a little bit mouldy in the winter. So yeah, I'm going to insulate it and then board it out. So yeah, and I'll keep having to readjust these doors as well, because they just keep expanding and shrinking, expanding and shrinking. So I have to keep moving the hinges, move the locks. I think I finally sussed it. Even the other day I had to take one of the doors off and plane a bit off the bottom where it's been catching on the floor, But fingers crossed now it should just settle down now spring's here, sort of. So yeah, there's my shed. It was actually a mess, and it was completely full up of stuff until I'd done the porch and put it all out of the way. Love it. If anyone wants any quail eggs, let me know, because I literally boil them off and pour them down Callum's throat. So yeah, if you want some, just let me know and I'll collect some and give you some. Same goes for the budgies and the finches. If you want budgies and you want finches, then let me know, because obviously I have to sell them on somehow. I'm not allowed to advertise them on Facebook or anything like that. If I sell them back to the pet shop, I don't get a good return on them, because they sell them for so much more and pay you so little for them. But yeah, I say I've got 5 babies budgies on the way now, 4 baby finches, 5 more eggs in the other box, so there's going to be a lot more birds in the next couple of months, couple of weeks to a couple of months. So yeah, if you want birds, Ava's next door has had 2 of them, and she's happy. So yeah, let me know.
Hello, what's up guys? Remember this.
Rosie, why are we not allowed outside?
Because we're on lockdown.
And why are we on lockdown?
Because the coronavirus.
Indeed. And we're not allowed to go.
At anyone's houses.
And is anybody allowed at our house?
No.
Got my shed back, finally. The girls have gone up to the house and decided to trash that instead. So I've had to tidy up in here, and then I've got to go and tidy up in there. So much for a day off. So back to work tomorrow. Not, like I said, it wasn't a day off as such. We were supposed to be going to Emma's Pap's funeral today, but like I said this morning, under the circumstances with COVID-19, everything that's going on, limited numbers only, very minimum numbers, so unfortunately we couldn't go. So like I said, we've lit a candle, we'll say a little prayer for him at home as a family together. Emma's doing alright, she'll get there. She's had quite a quiet day, keeping herself to herself. She's not well anyway, so yeah, so like I said, I'm back to work tomorrow. Luckily, I mean, it's weird. It's very, very weird time. Strange and weird, this whole situation with the virus and lockdown, and you know, but it is bringing people together. There's so much more going on, especially obviously on social media, because that is really the only way you can communicate. Obviously Joe Wicks in the morning, there's so much going on. Some of my friends are doing live streams. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant to watch it all. So keep it going everyone, keep going. So luckily I can still work. I'll be back grass cutting tomorrow. That's all I can do at the minute, because I can't get fence materials, so I can't do fences. I can't do garden tidy ups. I can't like cut trees and bushes and stuff down, because I've got nowhere to take it, because the recycle centres are closed as well. Which, you know, I think they could have worked around this pretty well with like a 10 car in, 10 car out situation. But it's shut, and obviously now don't know definitely our council's done it, but I'm pretty sure they are. They've suspended, obviously they've put the £42 charge on collecting your brown bin now. So the people that have paid it, now the collections have been suspended again, probably till like June, July, because of staff shortages because of the coronavirus. So, you know, it kind of like winding down to maybe I won't be working soon. I don't know, but as it stands now, I can still do my grass cutting. I've, like I said, spoke to all my customers, sanitising gate handles, anything I touch, so I can carry on doing my job safely. So, you know, there is that little hope that I can carry on doing that. Hello, child. So we've been out. We took Emma out for a dog. Didn't take Emma out for a dog walk. Obviously, we took the dog out for a dog walk, but got Emma out of the house. Went, you know, blew some cobwebs away. Looked for rainbows in windows and teddies in windows. It's the first time the girls have gone out for a significant amount of time since last Sunday, I think. But no, they enjoyed it. We did. It's a lovely evening. So they've just had their dinner. We'll get them to bed and then chill and do nothing, because there's nothing to do. Mavis next door, she's been out as well today, post some letters. First time she's been out in nearly 3 weeks. She's been stuck at home. I'll text or ring her every day and ask her if she wants some stuff from shop. She did this morning, bless her. She actually posted the money and a list through the letterbox for me, knowing that I'll be going out because I am. So I've got her shopping. She's been out, posted a few letters. Again, blew some cobwebs away of being stuck indoors. It is difficult. It is difficult for everyone. A lot of people are enjoying it. A lot of people are getting the stuff done. A lot of people are not. A lot of people find it really strange with all the pubs and clubs and shops and stuff shut. It is, like I said, it's a strange situation that, you know, we don't know when the end is. I mean, you see the stats every single day and it is scary, really scary. But, you know, we're doing what we can. Everyone should do what they can. I'm pretty sure most people by now have realised, you know, there've been issues with people. I'm not saying just because it's spring that there's more people about, but because I'm out and about all the time, I have noticed a lot more people walking and a lot more people jogging that I didn't see before. Could be because it's spring. I know obviously the gyms are shut, so there's that reason. But, you know, we should be doing what we can, which is to stay in when we can, stay in as much as possible to save lives. So yeah, you know, we're all got to do our bit. We're all got to do our bit for the NHS, all them key workers, all the emergency services. Do what we can to get through this, and we will get through this, and we'll look back on it. So yeah, so thanks everyone, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Goodbye.